Studio sponsored by Integral Ad Science. We are at CES 2024. I'm James Kotecki and I'm here with Bob Ohlweiler, SVP Global Sales and Marketing at Razer. Bob, welcome to the C Space Studio.
Thanks so much, James. Great to see you again.
It's great to see you in person. We chatted on the CES Tech Talk podcast and now I'm seeing you here in person.
Awesome.
It's great to see you. At the beginning of 2024, how are you thinking about Razer as a brand? How do you define it today?
Well, Razer as a brand, it's rock solid similarity to how we started. High performance, innovation, unfair competitive advantage for our gamer. And we are all about being gamers who make stuff for gamers. And in fact, our tagline is for gamers, by gamers. Lately, over the last couple of years though, because we've had so many serial firsts over time, first gaming mouse, first thin and light laptop, etc., we have really become an iconic brand. And in fact, sometimes we often call ourselves a gaming lifestyle brand. We just did an amazing collab with Lexus where we trekked out a truck with all Razer gear, and it's beautiful. In fact, there's word that it got Best Car Award in CES, and we didn't even enter it. We also do stuff with like Panerai, which is an amazing watch brand, because we both share our interest in sustainability. We've done collabs with Toomey and with Razer, with Gillette for Razer. We had Razer blades.
You did a Razer.
We did a Razer blade. We put them in pretty much all Targets. It was the best-selling Razer that they've ever had, and sold out every store in like 2 weeks.
So if I shave with a Razer, do I get an unfair advantage as a gamer?
Oh yeah,
way?
Not only that,
because I'm looking good, I'm feeling good.
You feel better, and you don't have to shave for 2 days. So
okay,
awesome.
well that's a huge benefit if I need to be focused. And I mean, look, this is a medium where I talk to guests here in a studio. Obviously, though, I mean, I would say Razer is certainly an iconic CES brand in terms of just the look of it. If you go to the booth, if you experience these products, it just looks like the kind of thing people would just generically think of when they think of CES. I mean, I mean, you talk to me more about like the visual design aesthetic that goes into this, because it's not just high performance stuff, but it kind of looks cool and it makes you maybe feel like a cool person to be interacting with these things. Is that the idea?
Yeah, well, you know, everything is about the brand. Our company is so meticulous about everything we do, the product specs, the quality, and the brand. And our CES booth really reflects our brand. Yeah. It's often very clean, very aesthetically pleasing, very symmetrical, and it has the classic Razer black, Razer logo, and we bring to life with our RGB colors like we do our brand and our products. So I just love our booth. I've worked for some great companies before, and I've been at CES for many years. Too many years, I won't even throw a number out, but Razer is my favorite, and the Razer booth is just gorgeous, and I have so much pride showing anyone around the booth.
Well, talk to me about the importance of CES as a show for gaming. We don't usually talk about other events, other conferences here in the C Space Studio, but E3 is ending. That was maybe the premier kind of gaming conference. Talk to me about what CES means for gaming now and going forward.
Yeah, so first of all, because Razer's here, we've been here since 13 years or so and never missed a beat. We bring gaming to CES, and I think it's a gaming show because Razer's here. And I think a lot of our competitors haven't come to CES in a long time. We love CES. We get a lot out of it. We have amazing press contacts, industry contacts. I'm taking the head of our distributor in Japan through our booth this afternoon, and I can't wait to show him personally. So I always see CES as a gaming show, mainly because gaming and technology are the same thing, and we I think bring that gaming to CES.
It's interesting you say gaming and technology are the same thing. Tell me more about your philosophy around that kind of cross collaboration that can maybe happen between gaming and other industry verticals that might be represented here at CES. You mentioned the car, right? So CES is often now called an automotive show as well.
Yep.
You've got that collaboration. There's sports, there's digital health. We're obviously here in the media marketing and branding section and talking to you about that. So there's so many different ways to connect. Is that what you mean when you say kind of technology and gaming are synonymous?
Well, I think first of all, gaming to do gaming products right, it's deep technology.
Yeah.
So little things too, like the material science we use on the feet of our mice, so they slide effortlessly. The sensor that can actually work on it. Remember the old days with mice, you put them on the wrong surface and they didn't register?
Yes.
Our sensors are so good they work on glass now. So just these little things, optical switches that shoot laser beams through a hole when the keyboard comes and it registers on the other side, and can reflect at an angle so the operating system knows how much you're pressing the keyboard down.
Yeah.
Things like that are all of the technology that really bring gaming to life and give the customer a competitive advantage.
I want to get your take on the latest and when it comes to AR and VR, augmented reality, virtual reality. I believe we chatted about this on the podcast, and it would be good just to kind of catch up on where you see the state of the art and where Razer wants to go and bring people.
Yeah, well, I think as one of the things we talked a lot about was that virtual reality is a great technology for immersion, and it really plays well in certain applications, certain gaming applications. But it's going to be one of the things that gamers do. Gamers are more and more cutting across platforms. So VR is one of the platforms that gamers cut across. Now we happen to have made some announcements last year. We did with this company ResMed, where we made a replacement pads for the Quest, and
to make it more comfortable.
To make it super more comfortable.
Which is honestly, that's like the big issue. People may not realize they try it on for a few minutes at an event like this, and it looks cool. But if you're wearing it for 2 hours, it's a challenge.
You do, and you take it off, and you have this ring around. With the Razer ResMed, you take it off, you don't have the ring, and it's clear that it's comfortable. We just took one of our great products, the Hammerhead, and we made one for the Quest as well. So we continue to contribute to that market. It's an important market. But the thing is, Razer loves and really invented immersion. And if you think about immersion, it's not just about VR. It's about the lighting, it's about the haptics, it's about the imagery of the headset. And if you're operating off speakers, it's about how the speakers bounce sound around the room, so a gunshot from behind you sounds like it's coming from behind you. That level of immersion is what we strive for. And we look at VR as just another tool for great immersion.
And the brain fills in so much, right? And so what I'm picking up from you is this idea that because you're talking about touching physical objects, something on your face, something in your hand, if you can get those to feel seamless and operate seamlessly and feel great, or maybe even non-obtrusive when you're wearing or touching them, that also really contributes to the immersive component, even if you don't need to wear a VR headset.
Oh, exactly. In fact, one of the things that we always do every year is we always show a concept product. And at CES, we always try to roll out our new products, but we also try to show our vision for the future. And we have this product called Project Esther this year. And about 2 years ago, we acquired the most innovative, high-speed haptics company in the world, Interhaptics. And we brought them into the Razer family. And you remember, I think we might have talked about, Razer has a headset, originally a headset called Nari, that had haptics built in. So when you got this deep bass, it actually vibrated a little bit. Well, we've actually built that into our Kraken line and our Kyra for PlayStation and Xbox line. So we brought this company on board, and Project Esther, which is at the booth, is haptics to the next level. Haptics used to just be off-on, kind of rough.
It either vibrates or it doesn't, kind of thing.
And what we did is we've developed a technology called HD haptics. And what it does is it has a whole set of haptics arrays, and it's a cushion that you put in a gaming chair or an office chair, whatever. So it's a cushion, and it's got haptic arrays throughout the whole cushion. And just like in the old days when you're watching a TV and you could see the pixels, and now the pixels disappear because the resolution is so good, the haptics the haptics are so fine that you could tingle and move them, so you can create all sorts of sensations of movement, gravity.
Yeah.
You can actually vibrate. You remember how I talked about if you get an image from or a gunshot from the back, you could vibrate from the back just a little bit in that back shoulder, so you know exactly
like
where it's coming from.
Yeah.
So instead of gaming with one sense or two senses, you're now gaming with a fourth sense.
Right.
So that kind of immersion is the kind of stuff we love to do.
So the only senses left are smell and taste. Now I'm associating those with, like, a hokey theme park attraction kind of things. But are those coming? Are you thinking about that?
Well, as soon as we could beat the Dorito, we'll go after taste.
Okay.
And on the smell side, a lot of gamers, when they sit down for like 16 hours at a stretch, have a good smell sensation.
So you have something to compete with there.
We do.
Bob Ohlweiler of Razer, thank you so much for joining us, and it's great to chat with you.
You bet. Thanks, James. Appreciate it.
We really appreciate you watching us. We are here in the C Space Studio. This is CES 2024. I'm James Kotecki. So great to be with you, and many more conversations are just ahead, so stay with us.